Welcome back to another episode of Railway Empire 1. I have a lot to accomplish today. I took out a huge bond at the end of last episode, and I want to make sure I started using it at the start of this episode compared to putting it in halfway through the end of last episode and everything else like that. So hopefully, as I always ask, I can earn your subscription today. I always try to earn it. Thank you very much for watching, and let's get into it real quick because I have a lot to accomplish. Number one, under tasks, we are trying to deliver 50 loads of lumber to Rock Island. I can't do that until the next part's opened up, which I'm not sure why they won't let me connect to Rock Island, because I looked at it and I was looking over here and I went to tracks, right? And, oh, I can. Oh, I'm stupid. Well, that makes things differently, doesn't it? We have lumber here in Duluth. Is it Madison? No, it's Madison. Okay, that'll be a lot easier. I have to set a few things up. I'm going to make sure my money, when's that task need to be complete by? 1958. So we have 4 years in game. All right. So one thing I want to do, since last game, I'm not sure when this popped up, they wanted me to do a connection bonus for these this pasture to connect to our network. And all I got to do is a little bump up there. And then maybe, because we already have cows needed here. We have cows here that are going to Louisville from this ranch. We have another cow thing I connected here, which is helping to feed Chicago. I was looking at Chicago, and the warehouse here, I'm not sure if you can see it, has grain, corn, cotton, milk, and fruit. And I realized something about warehouses. When you click on them, they only have 6 slots. The button that you can't see behind my head right here is max. All it means is it says max. All these numbers will become max 99%. I don't have a way to make this bigger without another warehouse. This is the demolish maintenance button. That's train list. That's it. One thing I'm going to fix right off the bat, though, is this train here says no suitable freight available for this train. I kept going, why? It has 24 cotton here. Why don't we need cotton? Because we're full. We're full. And I'm like, oh, crap. So there's a couple options to do. One, I have a, where is it? It's over here. In Toledo, I have a fabric maker. There's also a fabric maker I don't own in Grand Rapids, so I can start shipping out tremendous amounts of cotton from that warehouse down this line up to both places, getting fabric and bringing the fabric back to either Indianapolis, which has a dress company or fabric company, or I could build one here in St. Louis and make my own. And I was like, I don't know which one I want to do, because I was debating more and more of it, and I like the idea of the Indianapolis brewery, but the brewery itself is $765,000, which is a lot. So instead, we're going to turn St. Louis into an alcoholville and build our own brewery, and here's why. Before I hit that button, you're like, why would you do that when you have alcohol that has to go there? Simple. This warehouse here is maxed out on grain. 91 grain, more coming, cotton maxed out. So if I ship grain down there, and fruit and sugar, which I'm already doing. I think I'm going to make sugar become the 3rd item on this list here and ship sugar in here. Why sugar? I only have one there. I could make a warehouse up here. I'm not sure that's a good idea or not. The only other thing I could put down in here that I don't have is vegetables, which are down here. It didn't seem like a bad idea. Chicago needs vegetables. It's not getting any as far as I'm aware, which is hurting me. So I think what I'm going to do is connect vegetables, which is a staple, early on staple, right here. If you go to Chicago, right, one of our biggest cities, 107,000 people, 54%. What's it missing? Vegetables right there. It's got no vegetables. It's everything else. It's got a little bit of, except for wood, which it's getting, and cattle, which is on the way. They're getting those. It's not getting vegetables. So I either do vegetables or I do dresses. I have to figure out which one I want to do. And I think, meaning in the warehouse. So what I'm going to do is put vegetables, I think, in here and start trucking them in from over here, which, is this thing owned? Yeah, too much. There's another one up here we don't own, which is level 3, which is even worse. You have $4 million. And I can't find any of the vegetables nearby that are connectable by me on an easy way. It's just that one and that one. They're not a high need. They're not like a staple. Staples, like I always try to say, I show this a lot because I know people are starting weird parts of this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that, it just starts going up. So it's beer, meat, wood, corn, and grain. Cows are only if there's a meat packaging plant. Cattle equals meat. So I have to make a determination. I have in there already milk and cotton and fruit, which are excess. So I think the better idea is to get a warehouse or get the warehouse getting sugar and then put another warehouse here and put vegetables from there, probably cattle, and then maybe whatever Toledo needs. I know lumber is going to be one too, because the lumber here, I need to connect to that and get it up there. I have to determine if I want any of this stuff here. There's more fruits. We'll see. I'm not really sure. But now I have $1.7 million. So there's one thing I want to take care of right off the bat. And I know I did a lot of disposition there. Sorry about that, but I want to make sure I reminded myself. This one here. Industrial Congress. Sharing information with engineers from other companies and institutes accelerates the research of new ideas, methods, and technologies. Increase the monthly gain of innovation points by 10. We're at 4.9. That should round up to 55. Can I please? There you go. So now we're 53. Not sure. It rounded down, I guess, a lot. I still have 186 points, which I think I'm going to go over to trains and locomotives. And I was going to increase the number of passengers in every city where your company is stationed by 8. It's a direct income because I have so many trains. I think it's worth it. And that'll let me unlock one more point to that 10 to 12. The other option is to hold it and do something up here. And I'm not sure because right here, insulated boxcar, fruits and vegetables are transported in special cars that protect the freight against heat. The freight remains fresh longer and higher freight prices can be demanded. Increase the transportation fee per freight car by 8%. As you can probably tell, I'm doing a lot of fruits and vegetables. So the other way to do it there would be to get this train, which I really don't want, which is the Rogers Mogul. It goes 41 miles an hour. The one we're using now is mostly this 34. It's not bad. 41's a bit much, a little higher. It has a lot less track power, but then we could get that unlocked, which would let us get the friggin' 8% increase. So I think I'm going to hold on to it and wait for that. I know it's a bit much, but it's 300. The other way to do it would be more innovation points, but I think we're going to do what we got. We're just going to hold on to it and wait for that and go right for there. That 8%, we do a lot of fruits and vegetables. And when it says fruits and vegetables, everything on this tab, right, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I thought they were, there's a thing that showed me in the game what's considered what, and I wanted to show it to you, but I can't. So it's not there. All right, so let's build the warehouse first of all. First, we got the innovation done. Now I want to fix this train. This train says no suitable freight because this is maxed out. So what I'm going to do is go to this train here and tell it, you know what? Now that you've finished these, I'm going to make you connect to here, and you're going to start bouncing around. Actually, how much corn is in there? Save changes. We have a lot of corn. So we're doing, we have maxed out cotton and maxed out corn. So instead, wheat. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to start putting corn on there and let this guy do both. That way he helps keep these totals up so the other trains don't have to stop off or wait. So yeah, that's my thought. And I know I'm explaining a lot of this out loud because you can't hear what I'm thinking. Like, it's impossible. So that's when a lot of streamers and YouTubers will do videos. You'll see these amazing setups and they won't say a word. And then you see the comments, why did you do this? What made you do this? I don't understand why you did this. And I'm like, this is easier to tell people. So Adams Farm to Warehouse 1. And then Stevens Farm to Warehouse 1. That should be good. I'm going to put on automatic. I could set up what I want, and for now I'm going to leave this alone and say save and exit. He's good. So he'll do those 2 runs. That's more than enough for him. Now, the other thing I want to do, I could do the warehouse right away. I could buy the industry. I have to buy the industry before I unpause. If I unpause and don't do it, she's going to buy that. I almost guarantee it. I don't have any other slots available. I do want to help this area get done, and I do want to connect this rock island and start getting tons of lumber over. So before I forget, now that everyone seems to be out here, nope, there's one more going that way. Got clearing to Chicago. Okay. I'm going to build the industry. And I had to figure out I'm going to do beer. We're going to build a brewery right there. $180,000. Grain directly into brew. There you go. And I'm going to dump it down probably along her side so it doesn't matter. It doesn't mess with me. Hopefully by the river, I guess. Seems the smartest to me. So we have a brewery now. And we'll go here. Now we own both, the brewery and the distillery. So we're looking for fruit, sugar, and grain here. So right between that, all I have to do is start making from this warehouse to there grain, and it should be fine. So new train, set up rail line, warehouse 1 to there. Ooh, do I want to go passenger mail only, freight only, manual? Can I do this? Edit station. I want to departing train. It doesn't matter where you use because you're automatic. Incoming train, departing train, empty. Offered goods. I need grain. This is not, I do not know how to set this up. Never mind. I'm going to turn this on automatic, actually. I don't think I know what I'm doing enough to care. Well, not to care. It's just, I know what I want to do, but I'm not 100%. I'm going to put priority on grain and say minimum number of cars, like, do I want to mess this up? Yes. St. Louis brings that in. Then from St. Louis, I never did that. I'm glad I didn't pick it. I could choose what good to drop there, or I could just say go there empty. Because right now, I think what I'm going to do is go to the warehouse, drop off stuff at St. Louis, go back to Miller Manor, get more. That's not how that should be. Why did I do that? Warehouse to St. Louis, always watch, to Miller Manor to the warehouse, and then back. That would have filled this up too. We're not wasting as much space. I'm gonna say yes. Add locomotive. I'm gonna go for, see, this thing goes 33. I'm just gonna buy the $57,000. It's two more, but the track power is really decent. And I'm gonna let it go. All right. So that's one engine taken care of. I'm gonna have another one right off the back. Follow it. I already have sugar coming in, but I'm not housing sugar. Oh, that's a mistake. How much is here? 33. There's already one train here delivering sugar to the warehouse. One. He is? Oh my God. Am I seriously doing that? Wait a minute. Managed train. Nope. Sorry. Yep. Thompson Manor. Load that. Warehouse one. Okay, I can't do what I want to do. All right. Cancel. So Thompson Manor to Warehouse 1 to Grand Rapids. I got to leave this alone. I have to set that for sugar. I didn't do that. Okay. Thank God I saw that. So sugar, max. It's right below my head. This is max. There you go. Done. So I'm glad I did that. Now that'll take care of sugar to the warehouse. And when that gets here and starts stockpiling, I'll worry about taking care of that. I want to make sure this one, is there anything here ready? There is some alcohol here. And I think we already have a train. Do we have a train going there? This train here is going, it's just taking fruit to St. Louis from Miller Manor, which is this one. I need to get these guys going back and forth between the two. I also have to figure out, we need grain. We already have the grain guy moving. That's done. What else am I missing? Fruit, sugar, grain. That's everything they need. That's everything they need. The reason I'm saying this the way I am, besides the thinking thing I just mentioned, I want to make sure I don't forget. I don't have a list on some other monitor going, oh yeah, do this in this order. No. No, I want to do it like first impression. I'm going to grab this one here and get a little connection bonus quick. It's only 375,000, but it doesn't hurt to have that connected. So I'm going to go tracks. I'm going to build a station, building construction. I'm going to do the smallest station pretty much ever. Well, I said I'm going to do that. Question, do you have meat? You don't have meat. You do need meat. You need cows. And you need cows. So getting more cows into both places would not be the end of the world. That said, I've been saying since the start of the series, I want to put a warehouse up here. I don't think I have the money for it now, even though I want to put a warehouse down here, because this connection here, I got to get this start going to grow these cities. Those cities grow, they make me more money. This connecting and just putting cows in it right now would be okay. So I'm going to say, go back to my original plan. Train station, $90,000 is not a lot, as opposed to $36,000. So, okay. Do what I said originally. Why is it doing that? Rotate building.
So you think that is a good idea?
Thank you. I know I put myself in the bottom left, and I probably could keep it over there. Let me do that, because I know I'm blocking the down here there's a mini map, I think. Let me make sure that, yeah, there's a mini map. I don't want to block the mini map. I'm sorry about that. So I keep forgetting because each game is different. That's the issue. So track construction. 3%. I want to get 2. 2. And there's an earthwork bonus or price. There's 5%, 4%. Can I get 3? Nope. There's the connection bonus. We're back up to 1.8 million. 4%, yep. I love that we're connecting all this stuff. I don't... Whoa. No, 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 no. 8%'s okay for the trains I have. There's 2%. I'm going to signal it because I'm trying to get this all done and while signaling everything at the same time. But I want to make sure I get the signal here. I don't mind that. That's okay. No. Okay, now we signal it. So going in, you stop there. You stop there. Am I doing this right? Yes. And then, oh, no, actually. You there. You shouldn't be there anymore. But it doesn't hurt to have you there. It's weird to have it stop on there, but it should be okay. So those two are there. We need another one here. Another one here. Another one rotated. Change directional signal. I'm trying to. Excuse me? No. No. What the? Construct stop sign, multi-signal mode. Shift. No, construct. No. I know there's a way to. Wait, that's right. I'm wrong, derp. No wonder the game is saying you're stupid. Which is fine. It's middle mouse button. I thought it's middle mouse wheel. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That isn't needed. In fact, I'm going to go like this, hit control, and let them do it automatically without my input. I think that's better. That shouldn't be there. Okay, let's take that. Control, control. Then we go here. Get you up like that, and you up like that. Should take care of the rest of it. So that's tied in. And we do want to get a train on it ASAP. Delivering from there. I could buy access. Yeah. Because we're, yeah, okay. Oh, I have to bid for it? Oh, okay. I mean, if I drain out their money, I drain out their money. If they buy it, they buy it. I just won't service it.
Well, it didn't interest me, but it's nice that you've won something for a change.
Thank you, Trixie. So now that we own this, I want to start shipping cattle. There's cattle here, too. I got to figure out what I'm doing. I think I'm going to get Toledo to Chicago as much as I can. There's a lot there. Even though there's a blackmail. You're coming to receive a blackmail letter. If you do not immediately pay, one of your cattle companies will be sabotaged. Do you want to pay the amount they demand? Can I see the map? I own, as far as I'm aware, that cattle company is the only one I own. So, no, it hasn't made that much money. So, nope. Sabotage all you want. Do I own this one? No, I don't own that one. I don't own that one. Yeah, go ahead and sabotage the only one I own. Have fun. Okay. So, that was the stupidest. I mean, the game was on pause for 0.001 of a second. What the hell? All right. Whatever. So, got that done. Built the industry there. Got them connected. I do want to connect this in, but I also want to see one thing. If I could put a warehouse here and get both these lumber things going, I'd like to see if it's possible. I'm not going to probably do it, but yeah, it's too far. We already own the one up there. We could get one here and try to get this one, but we already own this lumber company. How big is this lumber company? Utilization, current workload, balance sheet purchased, 65,000. Profit per week is 2,000. Total profit 23,000. It's not maxed out yet either, which is really weird to me. I'm probably going to put another train on there. So I'm going to let this go for a minute. what's it says this here? What does it say? 3.8. So if I get another one in there, yeah, I'm going to increase this 100 grand to 7. There you go. Now he's increased. And I'm going to put another train on here. New train. Set up rail line from Scott Clearing to Madison. And that's all you're going to do for now, because I want this guy to literally just make lumber. And I'm going to take the lumber and ship it down. So I'm going to say, yep, add loco. I'm going to say, take this one. It's very cheap. We don't have to go crazy. Let it go. I'm also going to connect this rail line. I think this is a single. Yeah, it's a single. That's a mistake. All right, let's finish it now. Parallel track bonus should be, whoa, he. So I'm going to get this connected ASAP. I didn't know, I thought I couldn't have connected here. I think that's a mistake on my part. 3%. I'm going to go 3% like this. Yeah, 2. Nope. Yeah, I saw you there. I saw you. I saw you get messed up. I saw you. Now, what I'm going to do here, do I own this train station? I own by Banlish. All right, so what I'm going to do before this happens, thank you, Lazioni, if you're watching this video. He told me you can rip out a station and put a new one in, so that's what I'm going to do. Yep. There we go. And I want a better station. I want the biggest train station with signal control right there. I don't want the crap they offered. Ah, crap. So there. You might be like, why? Simple. This town is going to be the gateway to over here. I need 4 lines in there. I don't want 2. So I'm taking the pain now compared to later. And Lazioni was nice enough to watch the video, say, hey, man, I know what's going on. I'm like, what? And he's like, well, if you go out there and you, is it this one? Yeah, it's this one, right? Train station signal control. Yes. If you go out there and you, oh, that's how that works. Please, come on, don't do this to me now. I got to be very careful how that works. Can I delete some of this first? Cannot. Glad I know that. If you build the if you take the train out, the station out, and build a new one, everything will just snap. Because I didn't realize something on the mini map, but I'm going to show it to you in a second so to fix this up. I'm sorry it's taking me some time, but I got to be very careful I don't mess this up. So I'm going to try my best to fix it before it becomes a problem, as opposed to afterwards. I'll show you in 1 second. Let me get rid of this a little bit more. Wow, that sucked. I'd like to keep that there if I can. Thank you. So hold down Shift. Kill that. This is the way in. I'll show you what I mean in 1 second. Right there. We're getting some earthworks cost. That's all right. There we go. 55,000. More than fine. Then we're going to connect this one in like this. And this one in like this. And these two like so. If I'm allowed to, yes. And yes. Now, signals. And they'll handle the signals. For inside the station. That's why I love that. Signals, I just want to make sure all I have to do is this, and that takes care of the rest. And then I go out here and say you can only go out this way, and you can only go this way. That way everything starts moving. When you start seeing everything moving, except for in there because it's signaled, you should be fine. Hold left control. Hold left control and left click again. Now this is all set the right way, and I don't have to touch it. Okay, Rock Island needs to start making money. So we're going to start shipping. Do we have any lumber here? We have no lumber here for export. Okay. So that's why that first train is get going. Okay. Next step. We need vegetables from here to start feeding these 3 cities as well as possibly we don't ship any vegetables over there. I guess that makes sense. Okay. I don't know why. It's like, hey, you got sabotaged on your cow thing. I'm like, I still don't see the point. How is this sabotaged when there's 38,000 here? Okay. Whatever. I'm just like, what happened? It doesn't make sense to me because it says it's sabotaged. Okay. How? It is. And how would that be? It's done. Okay. Just want to make sure we're on the same line. So I'm going to put the warehouse down first because I could build a lot more. Actually, I'm not. I'm talking this out and I'm like, you know what? I could connect this up. Do we need vegetables? Yes, but not much. What are you lacking? You're lacking meat and lumber. Okay, forget it. Lumber it is. And yes, that's going to constitute a bridge. So we're going to get a... You might be like, why? I just remembered that the warehouse will take care of the... I could put it up here, by the way. Oh, I got to redo this one too, don't I? That's going to be done later on. I got to make sure I get the wood up first. So what I'm going to do is go like basically probably out here in the middle of nowhere to connect these two in and then start shipping beer and other things too. And I also want to get things from up here to start moving down this way, but not crazily yet. Because I could make this one probably go right on through or around. I'm not really sure. I got to figure that out before I go too crazy. So I'm just going to bite the bullet, put this down now, like, yeah, like so. That's warehouse number 2. And yes, we're going to connect it in like this. I don't like, actually now, that how that's like that. And I could upgrade that. I'm going to cancel this. Go here. Expand station. Yeah. How much? 54 grand. Yes. So that makes their place bigger. He's leaving out of here. Little relays, new connections. 25 stations currently connected. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to move this over. Move this over this way. Turn. Stop. You like this. And you like this. That should take care of that. There is one over here I could do to Collins Estate. I'm going to say no for now. Though I got to admit, if I'm going to start shipping corn in large amounts to this thing, and up here, I mean, we already got Perry Farm up there. Probably shouldn't have to, but we'll see. I'm going to take the middle line. Like that. Moves the field back. I don't care. Now, they've got switches in here. I don't need to do this. I'm going to leave this one the way it is. I want to connect it like this. I said I was going to do it, and I'm not doing it because I'm stupid. It just gives you more ways in. Quicker ways, hopefully. All right, so that's the warehouse. So the first thing I want to start moving here is probably... See, I got fabric up there. If I got cotton from here... Sorry, from here, and started shipping it up the line, I could get fabric coming back and then going... That way it'll force the train down here if I connect it. I got to redo that station, though. Fabric. I want to max you out. I also would like... Do we have a meat place here? We do have meat down there. So meat I could go get if I force it. I'm just not sure how. I'm going to play with that off stream. Or recording, rather. So right now we're going to get that. We're also going to get... What does this make? Lumber and beer, which we don't make. We don't own either industry, but you own those. I really want some more sugar. The only other sugar, though, I see is way down here in Moore Estate, which... admittedly is not that far. It's two rail lines. She did two bridges, and she did a friggin' tunnel. I mean, she got way overcharged for that. But that vegetables is screaming my name first. So even though I put that in right now, all right, and I know I need more there, do they need vegetables here? They do. Oof. Weekly demand is only 0.6. All right. Because you have to remember, like when a train gets somewhere, sometimes it can take a month in the way the game is to get there. So I'm going to say for now, I want to own that goddamn industry, but I don't have the money for it. All right. I said I was going to get lumber. Stop making mistakes. So we're going to make a building. We're going to make a train station for 90 grand. We're going to flip it onto this side. We're going to turn it towards our stuff as much as possible.
Oh, silly me. I've gone and built a station in the same city as you.
Same town, whatever. So we're going to have to get a cost here for this. It's going to suck. I was going to wait until 6%. I really don't want to do that. 5, 4. Always do this if you can. 4, 4. $53,000 in bridges. I'm going to say yes, but I'm going to cheat a little bit by doing a 11,000 earthworks is okay. Over there, 65,000 tracks, 14,000 earthworks, bridges 53, 133,000. Yes. I'm going to do the same thing right on back until the bridge for now. So right about there, and then connect like this. So I really don't want to spend that much. Well, actually, how much would it cost me to do that? Parallel track bonus minus $48,000. Yeah. Okay, that we don't have to worry about people wasting each other's time. I know it's a little bit of money, but I have money. Each train makes me like $17,000 to $35,000 every time it goes, and we have 17 trains right now. So let's go for some signals. Can go that way. Can't go that way. Control, control. Okay. And you get up here. You can't go that way. You can't go that way. That should take care of that. You, nope. Control, what the hell? Oh. If you flip it, it's you flip it by going up and down the mouse wheel. And then the same thing the other way. We have to have that white line, see? Okay, then control. It's not gonna let me control there, I don't think. Nope. Did I do this one? I think I did this one over here, I'm sorry. See what I mean by the mini map though? I don't want to mess that up. So now we got a warehouse and we can start loading stuff into it. I need to get lumber from here to there, and I have to make sure of one thing. I made a new line, and I haven't gone down that line yet, but I'm going to start going down this line. So I need to make sure that this line here, right around here, or maybe right around here, actually it doesn't matter because the train, we're going to put in a supply tower. And then for the supply tower, because it's a supply tower, we're going to go right about here. Is the signal really doing that? Is the signal really doing that? It is. Seriously? It's the signal. 13th? Okay, whatever, man. Oh my god, seriously? The reason I'm doing the bypass is if someone comes in here and they're working. Like, let's say someone's sitting on this track, he can go right around him if he has to. I've learned that the hard way. And I'm going to make sure I get a train on this right away. So, warehouse, nope. Green Forest Estates to here. And we're going to go to Green Forest Isles. I'm going to say automatic, go. Make sure this warehouse stores lumber. Max it out, let it go. I'm also going to put a maintenance building here. Yeah, because that's the only place that one train is going to go. It's costing a lot of money. See how it is? Very quickly is it costing cash. Now this thing, you're doing 100%. How much to expand you? 100 grand. Of course. Because she's also doing this one, and she's already there, actually, loading up as we speak. You can see she's getting a whole thing of train. There's also another one coming, so I'm going to have to make sure if I want this, I have to expand this line. And that's okay. It's my own industry, so expand that, and then we have 90 grand more to go. So, due to missing supplies, oh, he's getting to there right now. Because I remember I put this in after he went down. So I'm going to increase the speed. Sorry about this being so friggin' build heavy. I needed to do this. So Madison, I really need you to drop off lumber. And there is lumber, I think, here. Nope, there's no warehouse. He's dropping off here in Madison, so there's some stuff. Republican Party founded, okay. This one's another one, Scottsdale to Madison. St. Louis dwindles. Oh my God. Why did St. Louis dwindle? I know why. No one's servicing
This
it.
darn technology throws a wrench in the works too
See?
often, doesn't it?
What do you need? You need grain, corn, lumber. My lumber, we'll fix that shortly. So we're gonna let that go for now. See, when he goes in here, there you go. Now that symbol went away. He's good now. What's this one? Breakdown, bad condition. I'm gonna connect this one in. That's a large train station. I think I can destroy this one too eventually. Wait, what did she? I think she just stole from me. She said something. I ignored her because it's her. Now, does Madison have lumber? It. Can I see this? No, not the sawmill. How? We have 2 there, and 24 milk. We have so much stuff going down the line. Like, there's a tremendous amount of lumber going down this line. I mean, look at this. Bandit available, huh? Bandit, what do you do? Takes over competitor's train, either robs the passenger or steals the mail. It's $185,000 to do that. It would help lower the cost if I was trying to buy one of them, but I'm not trying to. We're up to 239 points because we're up in March. So now I'm going to keep going. I got to wait. I just got to wait. It's just the way it is. It sucks, but it's the way it is. St. Louis, Toledo's going down a little bit. Yeah, they're not growing as fast because what? Grain? Yeah, grain. So what I'm going to do is keep getting a few more trains. I think, let me see here. Perry Farm. I want to see train list. Perry Farms to... Am I doing... I think I'm just doing multiple. That's probably what's going on. Oh, I know why. This warehouse, if I connected to it, I could haul the grain right there and then do it that way. Or put the warehouse up here, which I never did. I need a train that's just going to do like 2 places. Prairie Farm to Grand Rapids. What's your next? Whoa. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm sure that's working. It's time to redo this train. You ever like realize past you was very ambitious and you were like, yes, this is smart. And now you're looking back and going, was it though? Was it though? Okay. So maybe not you. What about you? That's okay. That's why they don't have enough people going. Grand Rapids to Perry Farm to Toledo, Toledo back to Grand Rapids to Perry Farm to Chicago. That's not a bad little train, to be honest. So I'm going to clone this train. Excuse me? I copied the rail line, save and exit. I think I did that wrong. There's, okay. Let me see one more thing. Do we own this? I'm not buying that. We own the beer factory. How much is that? $4.79. All right. I'm at the point where I have to look at some stuff. I'm going to look at all the trains off stream or off recording and find out what's going on, because I know I could easily just say, oh, screw it and add more trains to it, but I don't want to do that this one time. I'm going to look at a few of these and go, what's going on, and make sure they're okay. So if you liked what you saw today, I hope I earned your subscription today. If you want to hit other buttons, thank you so much. If not, it's fine. I'm going to keep playing this, keep recording it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great night.